Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone,
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Go. Welcome in, OTB. What's today? Wednesday?
Yep.
Wednesday morning.
It's the first day of the rest of the week.
Hold on. It's the first day of the rest. Okay, yep. That tracks.
That checks out.
That checks out. It's not Tuesday. It is no longer Tuesday. We made it. You made it. We all made it.
Yep. All downhill from here, people.
It absolutely is. We've got a lot to get to. Jake, Alondra, Flynn, Tay all here with you. It's Wednesday. We got Dr. Stephen Etheridge. We got Dear Delandra. Would you rather Wednesday? A lot coming your way. But before we get to any of it, how you doing, Mr. Matthew?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling good. Got my blue hat on today. You know what that means. A lot of energy. A lot of good energy.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
You've never
like
explained that.
Yeah,
so it felt like you were trying to explain something in the moment. Could you further explain?
I don't know. And I just came up with it right now.
Okay.
Because I'm feeling good. No, I'm feeling great. Excited. Been chopping up a little game film. Hopefully we get to that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah.
And
Well,
just
we kind of
ready
dictate what
for-
goes on the programming, so we can.
that's a good point.
Yep.
So, yeah, looking forward to an amazing slate of some college football
It
games.
is.
So excited about it.
It is a very much let's put you into tier system weekend in college
Yeah,
football.
and it's a away game. So for a lot of us, it's one of those let's imprint our butt cheeks on the couch this weekend. Watch a lot of football.
Okay. I'll have mine probably in like typically in the booth. It's like a barstool situation.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you don't get the normal game day experience of just like locking in the living room. Let's make no plans. Like, still going to be a good father.
Sounds like it.
But I'm going to watch a pretty big slate of games this
Yep.
weekend.
Yep. That's fair. That's fair. I'll be in Oxford. I'll be honed in on one game.
I know you will.
I
And
won't
that's
have-
exciting, too.
I want to have the quad box. It's all right, though.
I got 5 games going at once. You know that.
Trust me when I say between our group text and the group text we have with others, I know what's going on across the country.
You're going to be well informed.
There's nothing like a big third down that's coming up for the Tigers, and I get a message. What is Indiana doing on the corner route?
Sure.
Yep.
And you're going to get a real good breakdown, a detailed breakdown of some obscure, like, Ole Miss stat from the last couple of years leading up into their 5th game of the season from Bull Hurley.
Yep.
He's going to give it to you.
Yep.
Some obscure thing. You can use it.
I
And it's
can.
good. And you're going to read it, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
It does. It does.
Tigers by 50.
We often get there.
Mm-hmm.
We often get there. Alondra, what's going on? How you doing this morning?
Doing good. Ready. I don't know. I feel the vibes are way better than they've been all week. Y'all were watching film when I walked in. The only person that said hi to me when I walked in was Taylor.
Sorry,
Y'all were locked in.
We were locked in. We were watching
Fine.
coverages from Ole Miss,
Yeah.
and sorry.
We spiritually said hi. You know
Yes.
Spiritually. Yeah, I
Yes.
felt it. I felt the high.
that. I know you did. We said hi to you by teaching some football
Yeah.
at the same time.
We were
sure.
showing you cover one. If you
Yeah.
were paying attention to what we were saying,
I was trying to get the live sheet.
so you weren't.
I was not paying attention.
okay.
But I did hear y'all talking about the guy. He didn't have a good signal. He literally signaled one
Yes.
Yep.
to tell the defense that they were going in to cover one.
Yeah. Okay, so you were.
I was
you were
half
here
paying
hustling.
attention.
You were here hustling a
There we
little
go.
bit. All right, Tay, how we doing?
Guys, we feeling good this morning. We're in a good mood.
He must have watched the Baker Mayfield highlights before he came on today.
I do that every night before bed. Tonight's no different. No, we're feeling good, guys. Just
Injected
good
into
vibes.
my veins.
Just wake up in the morning, you're a little bit more awake than you normally are, so it's just good mood.
Wait, speaking of this morning, can we talk about that Zion pic that you sent?
I didn't see it until I got it, until I got in studio this morning.
What?
I looked at it and I said, Ozempic. My God.
I thought it was AI.
It doesn't even look like him.
I really thought, I was like, Flynn's back with his best friend again.
Did it again.
Do you think he heard T-Bob fat shaming him that one time?
Because
he did.
I fat shamed him, I think, 2 weeks ago. But okay, me of all people, look at him. I never take an opportunity to not fat shame Zion. I miss fat Zion.
I know. Based on one picture. Right. Based on one picture alone.
This doesn't look right. I miss him already. Come back, our little chubby king.
Well, to his credit,
games.
He has not, a bigger Zion has not been very successful staying on the court. Now, when he's played, he's always played well. So maybe he's like, you know what? We're a bad franchise. We're run by the same people that run the Saints. They're also a bad franchise right now. I'm going to change the direction of this franchise. I can't go out there and rush the passer, or I can't block a 3 technique. Well, he probably could better than Caesar, but you know what I'm saying. So he's like, I'm going to change my body. I'm going to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it only because, it doesn't look right, but he wasn't tough when he was big. I understand that he looks frail, but, you got to be somewhat tougher, right? That's all I care about. If this makes him tougher,
it's weird. I don't know if it was a toughness issue with Zion. I think his body just failed him.
Maybe, but
because he played tough.
He did, but there was a lot of times where I felt like he could have given it a go. And
sometimes, and I'll never know this world, and you don't either. Actually, none of us in this room know this world, if we're being completely honest, where you're so athletic and your body can't keep up with the things that you want it to do.
Yeah.
I think Zion falls into that category. Right? He's very explosive and twitchy and all these things. And we talk about it oftentimes with track guys that are playing football. It's like hamstrings and, tissue issues. And Zion falls into that category.
Well, you see in basketball a lot the torn Achilles, and you can always see it because the calf does that little shake, And we were watching the NBA Finals over the summer. Yeah. I explained this exact thing to Victoria. She goes, "Oh, that's awful. That was a simple move." I was like, "That can't happen to us, Victoria." She's like, "Well," I was like, "We're not explosive enough athletes." I was like, "That's something I'm never gonna have to worry about. We're good. We're good on that."
Oh man. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, we will never know what that feels like, where your body just fails you because of athleticism.
Yeah.
But, the things that he can do at that size, the human body wasn't meant to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially him being so young, you don't really know. His growth plates might have still been forming. Who really knows? So you lose a little bit of weight, whether it was, the shot or, I don't know, meth. I don't know what it is, but,
How do you go from the shot to meth?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out ways
of
how you drop that much weight.
Alondra, have you ever heard of meth gators?
I have heard it here and there.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
You still have the drop?
Probably not.
No, that was a completely different show.
It was.
That probably doesn't even have a
hotkey
anymore.
So what?
They probably didn't give us drops. They probably saved those and hanging with Hester.
Hang on.
They probably did not. Well, in case you want to go back in the archives and find a full 2-hour episode on meth gators,
hang on.
We had that.
Meth gators.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Meth gators. Yep.
The excitement.
Do we replace gators with Zion now?
No, I don't think we want to accuse Zion of taking.
Scott in the chat said, "I hope it was Ozempic and not the white powder." So he's on the same.
Well, you know what? Good for him. Revenge body. Maybe revenge body too, and for himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure he's going to feel better.
Yeah.
But anything's better than what he's been doing. So good for him.
I just feel like you don't get
that was my
if
point.
It is the shot. Yeah.
No, I'm not hating.
If it is
just
the
making
shot,
a little joke here.
I just feel like you don't get nutrients.
Right. You're frail.
I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Zion, I guess.
Again, like, it hasn't been working the way you've been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not try something different to stay healthy?
I did see him get interviewed too. He said he felt physically better than he has in early in college or even in high school.
Okay, well, good.
This is as small as he's been since high school.
I know.
Because I don't think the Saints are going to give us any hope out of New Orleans this year, so maybe the Pels can give it to us.
No, the Saints, they're going to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
On that note, in your Survivor League, go ahead and pick the Bills if you haven't already.
What? No faith in me? In my pick'ems?
No.
What about my fandom?
See, it's one of those deals where
Blind faith.
You pick the Bills in your Survivor League, and then if the Saints win, you're okay with it because it's a massive upset.
Yeah.
Hedging with emotion there.
Sure, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I do have a buddy like that who likes to bet against LSU.
Oh, I got plenty like that. They'll bet against LSU, and if they win, they're like, I paid
cool.
I paid $100 for LSU to win.
Yeah.
I just did it with Canelo.
I don't ever bet. Not against, but like for or against. I don't ever bet on LSU games.
I don't either.
I used to bet with my heart a lot.
I don't bet on LSU games, but I did
broke
that
my
with
heart a
Canelo last
You
week.
bet against.
I was so sad he lost, but I got some money
But you got some money out of it. Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was good odds, too.
You got an emotional hedge there.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Starting the show with Zion, yes.
Yes.
We did. Now,
when
we
you got
didn't.
that sort of
Here's what
body
it was.
transformation.
And Krista, here's the deal. Like, we didn't like mean for it to.
We didn't plan that.
No, we didn't. Like, Matt just sent that like at 6:40 this morning, and it kind of shocked all of us. But also, we want to allow everybody to get in their car, everybody to get on the road, turn their radios up. They're on their way to school or work right now. So when we come back, we'll get the show started, and we'll give you something that is pretty exciting when it comes to the LSU Tigers in 2026 on the gridiron when we come back on OTB.
Off the bench.
Big surprise. We don't do a dress rehearsal this show.
That's my bad. It's Russell Poole.
Hey, Russell Pools, Russell Pool Company, russellpools.com is the website, and you'll see on the homepage that they can create your dream pool in your space. No matter what your dreams are, they can always be met over at Russell Pools. They're going to be able to build that dream pool. They're going to be able to pick your brain, get your ideas, and also throw their own twist on it as well. And you can see like all the accessories, all the different things, bells and whistles that they can do for you. Look, the Tigers trust them with their pools to be able to get back onto the field. You should trust them as well. Go to russellpools.com.
Yeah, if you just go to that website, you can look at their galleries. They got so many pictures of work that they've done. And not only do they build these pools, they also design them. So whatever you have in mind, if you've been thinking about this, you've been thinking about pulling the trigger on a pool, give them a call today. Just start the conversation with them. See how they can help. russellpools.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB Wednesday morning, and we now know the future opponents for LSU here in the near future. We know the 2026, 27, 28, and 29 schedules. Now, we don't know like where the games are going to be placed right now, but we know the opponent and we know the location.
Let me ask you this. So they don't usually release schedules this soon, right? This isn't a normal thing.
Like you're talking about this far in advance?
Yeah.
No, I think with the new scheduling model, obviously, and they talked about reevaluating in that 4-year period that they wanted to go ahead. And all it's going to do, so the 26 home games will be away in 28. The 27 home games will be away in 29.
Okay.
So they basically gave you 2 sets, and you just flip them.
So, but I'm just wondering, is that like I don't feel like they normally give you all this information this far in advance. Are they just trying to like temper the anger of the yearly opponents for everybody? I'm sure that we weren't the only people that were like
No, look, the SEC wanted to have a big show on the SEC network and a primetime show. That's why.
Got it.
Yeah, and so like the permanent opponents got leaked by Chris Lowe, but you didn't know who else you were going to play, when you were going to play them. So the SEC network had a big primetime show, and they rolled out the red carpet, and they kind of did their whole deal.
Well, how does that stuff get leaked? I think the stuff in the NFL, like the Adam Schefter leaks and like that, all that stuff's like choreographed a little bit.
I would assume that this was as well. I mean, Chris Lowe's been covering the SEC.
I'm just trying to figure out what the benefit is of that. If they're really trying to sell viewership on television,
I don't know.
Probably
to get us talking about it for 2 or 3 days before the show last night.
Yeah, but then like, why would you watch it?
Were.
You know,
a lot of people did.
I know a lot of people did. Just saying, I might have tuned in.
I mean, I was grinding flag football.
I mean, obviously.
So I didn't tune in, but I do know the 2026 opponents now. Mm-hmm. You're going to have home games, and if you've got season tickets, what a year, against Texas A&M, Alabama, Mississippi State, and Texas. You got away games against Arkansas, Ole Miss, Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee. I actually love this. Like, I don't think your away games outside of Jordan-Hare in Tennessee, right? Like Kentucky, it's a cool atmosphere. It's not going to be the loudest. Ole Miss, not going to be the loudest. Arkansas, not going to be the loudest. And then you get home games against Alabama and against Texas and against Texas A&M. So you're going to get A&M back-to-back years at home.
We got to go to Ole Miss back-to-back years.
I love Texas finally having to come play here after you went and played there in 2019. Now you got to,
Yeah, what a year for season ticket holders for sure.
28. But, yeah, I mean, you got A&M, Texas, and Alabama all in the same year at home.
It's exciting.
Now,
since we're talking about next year, this is just a hypothetical situation I'm going to throw at you right now. You can just give me an answer, and we can move to 2027. Next year is the LSU starting quarterback on the current roster.
LSU starting quarterback?
Mm-hmm. In 2026.
Yes. I think so. I think that's why you went and got Michael Van Buren.
Okay.
That's just my thought process. If you go get somebody,
I really don't have a strong opinion.
It's
the question in this day and age in college football, you never know.
Yeah, I know. So I think you go get somebody that has 8 starts in the SEC. You say, hey, we got Garrett Nussmeier. He's going to go out there, and he's our guy, obviously. But we want you to sit under him, learn under him, and we want you to be our guy in 2026. And I think, for him to be a starter and then to come to LSU and realize, like, he's going to not play, that's tough. Like, I credit. So, like, Deontay Moore did that. So, Deontay Moore was at UCLA, was the starting quarterback there, transfers to Oregon, knowing he's not going to play and sit behind Dylan Gabriel for a year. And then it's going to be his turn this year, and he's playing incredibly well. So I think it's a very similar situation that you have with the LSU quarterback room.
Oh, I'm always a big fan of a quarterback sitting and cooking a little bit. So, yeah, I hadn't seen enough of him. I mean, I'm not going to judge Van Buren off of one game, but, yeah, I hope he is. I hope he's the guy.
Well, I mean,
I don't like the thought of having to go replace a Nussmeier from the transfer portal. You don't really unless you're getting like one of the top 5 dudes, which is a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I mean, this is LSU. We got oozing talent everywhere, right?
Speaking in absolutes here, because you don't speak in absolutes in the transfer portal anymore.
Hey, I'm making you flip a coin here.
If all of a sudden here comes somebody that is undoubtedly, Carson Beck goes into the portal and you're like,
Ark.
Sure. Ark. Well, I don't know, actually.
Yeah,
not right
that's
now.
Fine.
You know what I'm saying, though. Like, maybe, okay, then the math changes a little bit. But, no, I think you have your starting quarterback. And, again, you have home games against A&M, Alabama, Mississippi State, and Texas. Love the home slate. Away games against Arkansas, Ole Miss, Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And also, to add to your season tickets, remember you get Clemson at home as well. So your home games are Clemson, Texas A&M, Alabama, Mississippi State, and Texas.
I'm gonna start searching now for some parking passes. I'd like to go to some of those games.
We did have a friend that said this is a home slate that could even get Matt Flynn in the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Not without a parking pass, though. That'd be a decent one, too.
Just stop. In 2027, your home games, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Oklahoma. Your away games, Texas A&M, Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. So it kind of flips. In 2027, right, your home opponents aren't as sexy as they are in 2026, but your away games, your 2 A&M, your 2 Florida, your 2 Georgia, and your 2 South Carolina. That's 4 of the hardest places to play in the country.
Yeah, that's a meat grinder right there for sure.
Home schedule's great.
The home schedule is really favorable. It's like you said, it's not real sexy, but who knows in 2027 what the heck Vanderbilt's going to be.
Yeah.
Right? I would assume Oklahoma is going to keep ticking up a little bit every single year. I think they've had their down season, and they're going to work their way up. But who knows? Like Vanderbilt, has Vanderbilt peaked right now?
Yeah.
Have they plateaued? Have they gone as far as Vanderbilt athletic or Vanderbilt football can go as of right now? I know we're only a handful of games into the season, but they're deadly right now. They're dangerous. They can play with anybody in the country.
Oh, right now.
Can they sustain that?
Right.
At Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and I'm not even.
History says no.
History does say no. And you're right. You don't know what a team's going to be, but historically is all,
Historically, they'll not be great.
I mean, Clark understands that program. He played there.
Yep.
He knows the challenges of that
Is
place.
Clark going to be there?
Do you leave an SEC job, a place that you played, for anywhere outside of like 3 jobs?
For Florida? I don't know. For another SEC job? If you turn Vanderbilt around,
on one hand,
let me say,
I know,
if you get to the SEC championship as Vanderbilt, you don't think people are going to be throwing $10 million at them?
I get to stay in the SEC, live in Nashville, right, and have an expectation that if I win 8 games, they're going to build a statue of me, and I played there.
Yep.
Or I go live in Gainesville, Florida. I'll say that again. You have to go live in Gainesville, Florida. You have to cut.
Don't have to play LSU every year, though.
You have to cut all of your jeans into jean shorts, and you have to win at least 10 games every single year. I actually think Vandy is A-okay with me if I'm Clark Lee.
So you would stay at Vandy, then take a blue blood job?
In the last 2 years, Vanderbilt is on the same level right now.
All right.
Now I know.
What about Michigan?
Okay, I'm going to Michigan. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I think that's one of those 3 to 5 jobs I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
But all coaches have egos, and that's not a disparaging remark. It's a good thing for a coach to have. It's good for quarterbacks. It's good for people in that kind of position to have, and if you use it positively. But being a former fullback, he might be one of those guys that doesn't.
Yeah.
At all. He might be one of those guys that's like, they're going to put a statue of me here in Nashville in front of the stadium, this tiny stadium in Vanderbilt.
They've added on.
Cool. A little less tiny.
It's medium size.
Medium?
It's medium size.
Nice. Good for them. Moving on up.
Well, to the point of what you're asking, they hadn't added to that stadium since the 70s before the last 2 years.
Yep.
And they're now building football operations buildings at Vandy.
Yep.
And so they're finally getting things that we've always had at these other places. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think that kind of changes where their program's at. And again, that's going to be an away game this year, which is a massive, massive game. The closer we get to it, and then you're going to have them come to you in 2027. So you're right. You don't know where these programs are going to be. I'm just going off brand, right? I mean, Texas is 8-4. It's still a big brand. So going back to what you have in the next year, I think that home slate's incredible. You get a chance to play Auburn again, which I'm excited about that. That's a series that I hate. We haven't played over the last couple of years. You start talking to a lot of LSU fans whenever the change was made, whenever they kind of flipped the switch in the late 90s, and you start to see, oh, wait a minute, LSU can actually be in the conversation every year. LSU doesn't have to be excited about going to the Independence Bowl. Nothing wrong. Shout out to my hometown, 3-1 great. But I remember when you went and played in the Independence Bowl, you were fired up because you had been that bad. Well, then in the 90s, it started to change. You could see, right? You got Nick Saban, you got Jimbo Fisher, you got Will Muschamp. You start to win some games. That's when the Auburn series for me just really started to light up.
Yep.
Now, you could go back like Cecil the Diesel ran for 200 whatever yards against them. Like that game, like even those games, like really kind of got it started in the late 90s, early 2000s when we were playing every year. There was some crazy play, right? Ronnie Prue gets called for landing on top of somebody trying to block an extra point, and they win 9-8. We had a game where the guy missed a ton of field goals, and we won that game close. You had the pass to Bird. The game that we lost in 2006 at Auburn, that was a weird game. Wasn't it something like 7-5 or something, some weird scoreline, whatever it was? Like, that's a series that mattered to a lot of people. It mattered to me, and I'm glad to see something like that come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a that was the rival when we got to school. That was like the LSU rival. It goes in waves depending on what the climate is in college football, who's good, whatever. But like when I got there, that was one of the things. Like when I got introduced in high school to like the motivational highlight tape, that was
cigar game was going to be shown.
The cigar game was in there, and Phil Collins was playing, and it said, "Do you remember?" And it was them smoking the cigars. And I remember seeing that as like a high school kid, like getting recruited. And I was like, oh, my God, like nothing has ever stirred my emotions more than this Phil Collins song. And watching these Auburn Tigers smoking cigars.
Cole Kublik.
In their stadium. Yep.
The series history, LSU's got 30 wins, Auburn's got 24, and there's also a tie. So it's been highly contested as well. To go back, because my memory doesn't tell me exactly what the score was in these games I'm talking about. 2004, Auburn wins 10-9 because we got called for landing on top of our own guy. After they missed the extra point, would have been tied at 9. Mm-hmm. They get another chance to kick it. They win 10-9. We won here 20-17 in 2005 because their kicker missed a bunch of kicks. It was 7-3 in 2006.
7-3?
7-3.
That's classic. Old school SEC football right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There was one year we had a safety. I can't remember. I thought it was that year. And then in 2007, of course, we win 30-24. So that series is back. Glad that series is back. Let us know what you think about the schedule in 2026.
In our 4 or 5 years here at LSU, the total number of points scored in all those games almost gets to 100 in that 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. Good old 7-3 game there, Bo.
Wow.
It's what it used to be.
That's the kind of football Jake Esther likes right there.
10-9 and 7-3. Every play gets heightened, Bo.
How about that? 2 straight years, 19 total points.
Yep. What do you mean? It's good football. 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Oh, man.
All right, so which game are you most excited about coming back on the schedule in 2026? Which game in general are you most excited about when you see who you're playing, where you're playing them? Let us know inside the Bayou Ford chat. We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. You can sign up for residential commercial service right there on the website. We always tell you about the roll-off dumpsters, 3 different sizes to choose from as well. But also, when you go to trashrangers.com now, Matthew, you can see that there is Trash Rangers Sanitation, and you can click on that as well on the website. Tell the people what's going on over at Trash Rangers.
That's right. So, like, we all know the dumpsters, the roll-off dumpsters, the trash pickup every single week at your house, but they have a new sanitation department. So Trash Ranger Sanitation is their portable toilet business. For your business, whether it's your festival, concert, fair, or construction site, go local. Call Trash Ranger Sanitation and flush away the national companies. For more info, go check them out right there. Trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com.
And it's right there on the tab there to find out more information. Sanitation services, trashrangers.com.
They're number 1 at picking up number 2.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
right, welcome back in OTB here on this R&B Wednesday morning. We did have some news out of college football yesterday. Another coach was shown the door. Now, this time, this was somebody that was very tenured.
Wait, we have to have it in memoriam.
What do you mean? For Gundy?
Yeah, gotta pour one out.
I don't have any. I don't have any to pour out.
Do we have that picture? We're getting it right now. Perfect.
So, Mike Gundy, in his career at Oklahoma State, remember, he takes over. It's the only head coaching job he's ever had. He takes over after Les Miles came to LSU in 2005. Mike Gundy takes that job over, and he has been the head coach there ever since. At one point, they went to 18 straight bowl games. He has a career record of 170-90 overall at Oklahoma State. So he was doing things with them, for them, that they had never done before. He was 102-72 in conference play. In 2011, as we all remember, they were a couple of plays away from playing for a national championship against LSU. So a lot of success, had a very long tenure, very successful. But over the last 2 years, they are right now combined 4-11.
Yeah, it's been pretty ugly this season. And yeah, college football, we lost a good one. See that?
He didn't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys fans, mullet enthusiasts, and those who still can't believe this day has come. We are gathered here to bid farewell, not to a man, but to a 2-decade era on the sidelines. Mike Gundy's time as head coach at Oklahoma State has officially come to an end after 20 years. 20 years! In college football years, that's basically forever. Most coaches don't last long enough to remember where the light switches are in their office. And Gundy was over here coaching the kids of players he once recruited. His tenure wasn't just a career. It was a geological era right there in Stillwater. This is ChatGPT, by the way. Let's not forget, he gave us moments that will live forever. Big 12 championships, countless Bedlam memories, and of course, the rant. I'm a man. I'm 40. We'll live on longer than the oil well outside Boone Pickens Stadium. Honestly, they could carve it into the side of Gallagher Iba Arena and call it a new campus motto. He leaves with a program that was never boring. Oklahoma State may not have always been the biggest prize, but they always had a puncher's chance, and usually a quarterback who could throw for 4,000 yards. And let's be honest, nobody has done more for the Mullet's public image since Billy Ray Cyrus. So today, we don't mourn the end of Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State. We celebrate the fact that for 20 years, he turned Cowboys football into something you couldn't ignore. He was loyal, stubborn, fiery, and occasionally hilarious. Kind of like that uncle who shows up at Thanksgiving in a bolo tie and tells the same story every year, but you love him for it. Coach Gundy, wherever you go from here, just know you'll always be our man. By our, I mean Oklahoma State's. If you don't yell about it quite as loud anymore. Rest easy, Coach. This is one heck of a ride.
There's vultures and thieves at your back. Storm keeps on twisting.
Coach Gundy, 2005 to 2025.
Love you, Coach. R.I.P.
Me and Matt are both in our Mike Gundy year. And we don't have that if it's not for Mike Gundy.
We don't have
giving us that good word of you're fully grown when you're 40 years old.
I don't know when they're going to make you the statue, but it can't come soon enough. Pour one out.
Will the statue have a mullet?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's got to be those glasses, too. That's a sad day for college football, honestly. So pour one out. But if you're in the car, don't pour out like hot coffee.
Yeah, don't do that.
Be safe out there.
This is a man that was your quarterback from 1986 to 1989. This is a man that was your receivers coach in 1990. He coached quarterbacks for you from 1991 to 1993. He was your offensive coordinator in 1994. He got that title taken away from him and was just your quarterbacks coach in 1995. Then he leaves and goes to Baylor. He even goes up to Maryland for a couple of years where he's their passing game coordinator. Then he comes back and he is your assistant head coach and offensive coordinator from 2001 to 2004. And since that day, he's been your head coach until yesterday. Gone, but not forgotten. Mike Gundy.
Rest easy, Coach.
We got to go to break. Too emotional.
Off the bench.
Not too emotional to tell you about Central Plumbing.
Nope.
CentralPlumbing.org being the website there. Truly your one-stop shop for all your plumbing needs. When you go to the website, you'll see that they can do whatever you need in the remodel game, at your home, at your business. If you want to go tankless today with a tankless water heater, never run out of hot water again, they got you. If you're looking to remodel at your home, at your business, big, small, everywhere in between, they have got you. 225-925-8552. 225-925-8552.
Oh, that Mike Gundy talk got you talking fast, buddy.
Sorry. Got a little excited.
Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. Whatever your project is, whatever the size is, maybe you just got a running toilet in your house and you don't know how to fix it. Maybe you're building a whole new house. Maybe you're creating a whole new food and beverage plant. It doesn't matter. They can handle any size plumbing job. And that Payne family, they've been doing it for a long time. They are the experts locally right here. So if you got a project, whatever it is, give them a call or go see them right now. centralplumbing.org.
Yeah.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Oh, yeah. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Oh, you kiss my lips and then you take my breath away.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Wednesday morning. Alondra got the R&B Wednesday already hitting.
This is a jam.
Joe, right?
Yeah. Joe what?
Joe. No, just Joe.
Joe Mama?
Just Joe.
No,
just
nothing.
Joe.
Come on.
We knew where you were going.
Yeah. If you could get someone with Joe Mama or Yo Mama back in 8th grade, you would king of the castle.
You got
no doubt.
high fives for a week.
Bro, if you hit somebody with a Your Mama joke and you got some Mambas there,
yeah, you walk
before
around like,
lunch,
you do the Conor
little
McGregor
snack
walk
table.
around.
Yeah, couldn't tell me nothing.
Tell me nothing.
How about this for a little where we're at in college football stat? The top 7 transfer portal classes in college football from a year ago. So that's LSU, Texas Tech, Miami, Ole Miss, Oregon, Florida State, and Missouri are a combined 27-0 right now. 27-0. Hey, Tay, what's Dabo's record at Clemson right now?
Dabo Swinney would be 1-3.
Hey, Mike Gundy, who was also pretty outspoken about not liking where college football was going. Hey, we've already given him his flowers. Now we can poo-poo. He's 1-2. You better get on the train, or you're going to be left at the train station with your bag in hand watching it go the opposite direction. You don't have to love it. You don't have to agree with it. But if you want to stay employed and moving in the right direction, you got to do it. And I'm not talking about having wholesale changes, okay? Because I did not say the biggest transfer classes. Now, Ole Miss had 30, so they fall into that category. Oregon only had 11. LSU had 18. Miami had 19. Missouri had 22. So you're kind of in that range. You're going to have to do it. Again, I I love when somebody gets to develop and gets a chance to be in the same place. I'm not telling everybody to transfer, but it is what it is. There's a transfer portal. And so if you've got money to spend and you need help, a la the LSU defensive back room, what do? You go get players that have played. You go get guys that have started multiple years at Virginia Tech and Houston and NC State and Florida. And you fix a problem much quicker than you normally could. So, again, it's not my favorite thing in the world because, you know, I like people to get opportunities. But if you're not ready for that opportunity and I got to coach a team and I got to put a good team out there and I got to be competitive, I'm going to go into the portal. I'm going to bring in 18 players with a lot of experience that have been through the fire that can help me win right now. It's just kind of the way that it's going. It's not trending in that direction. It's full steam ahead already in that direction.
And I was always under the thought of I respected the mindset, at least for a little while. I respected wanting to kind of stay traditional and be a little bit different from what everybody else is reacting to. Like I'm always like with anything, I'm kind of like hesitant to react a lot because I want to see how things play out. And so I respected the thought process of a Dabo of trying to stay true to what he feels college football should be, blah, blah, blah. But it turns out people like money. And it turns out if you feel that you're good at something and other people that are good at the same thing you do are getting paid, you also would like to get paid. And it's a big motivator. And you just gave it a pretty astonishing stat about the top spenders being 27-0 to this point in the season. That's a pretty clear and obvious picture, pretty clear and obvious statement that if you like it, hate it, you want to fight against it all you want, that's great, but it ain't changing.
Yeah.
Like this, it's not rolling backwards. It's not going to happen. So you got to get on board, you adapt or you die. And if you don't adapt, Dabo, we might be giving a eulogy for you.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year, but you're going to have a black and white picture up here. Right here. Probably running down the hill. Maybe one tumbling down the hill. We'll see. See how the year plays out.
Did y'all have Mike Gundy getting fired before Billy Napier on your bingo card? Because y'all thought if they lost this last game that he was already going to be fired.
I thought if they for sure got embarrassed. Yeah. Now, I mean, they lost by multiple scores. But if it had been like 40,
that's not bad for them.
If it had been like 45-3, then yeah. I guess you're hoping that you can have Magic strike twice like it did last year where you rally off 4 victories in a row.
Yeah, you struggled at the beginning of the year last year, too.
And then you got embarrassed by Texas. Then you beat LSU, Ole Miss, and Florida State in the year.
Mm-hmm. But is that, like, sustainable and good enough?
No, God, no. Yeah. I'm not agreeing with the decision that Strickland's going with here, but I'm just maybe, like, that's my only thought right now because the way Oklahoma State did it, like, these guys have played in 4 games now.
Yeah.
Now, UCLA, the way that they did it in Virginia Tech, those guys can all redshirt and go in the portal and go. Now, a lot of them didn't. They played this last week, but they could have.
Speaking of that, like, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. DJ Lagway hurt yet again because apparently he's made of porcelain. But DJ Lagway.
It's growth plates, man.
DJ Lagway has played in 4 games.
Yeah.
How hurt is DJ Lagway? Is DJ Lagway hurt, or is DJ Lagway played in 4 games and be like, you know what? My coach is cooked. Let's see what happens. I ain't burning this year. It's possible.
So I don't know.
I'm far from a conspiracy theorist.
Well, I think DJ Lagway is a great young man. Like, I truly do. Like, having one-on-one conversations with him. So I don't know if he'd quit on his team, to your point. But I also know that he's at Florida because of Billy Napier.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's his guy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he knows, look, he's done. I don't want to burn this year. I'm going to have to go somewhere else regardless.
How about this conspiracy theory? How about the powers that be at Florida saying, Billy, you got this year. We're firing you after this year. We're not going to fire you midseason because, like, what are we going to do then? We're just, So like, you play it out, but you don't get DJ Lagway because we're going to keep him. We're going to keep that eligibility for our new coach. conspiracy theory. That's it. But let me ask you this. Based on who's paying DJ Lagway to go be their starting quarterback based on his performance to date?
There's people that will.
Not I.
There's to Alondra's point, there's people that still will because of the flashes.
What flashes?
From a year ago.
I mean, everybody's got a couple of good highlight tapes.
And they'll get paid. You know that. That's the way that it works now. I mean, we could go across the country.
I was going to say, I can't think of one out of my, off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's happened.
Hey, we'll be back. Hour number 2, OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to campusfederal.org. When you go to the website, as we've been telling you over the last couple of days, they have a checking account for you. And we always encourage you to go check out those different options, all right? The Lanyap Light checking account, the Lanyap checking, the Young Adult checking account. They've got the Campus Classic checking account as well. Look, you can go online. You can see all the information on each individual account that I gave you there, and then you can compare those and see which one is right for you in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Shreveport, seeing Louisiana for almost 100 years. CampusFederal.org.
Yeah, like Jake said, Campus Federal, they've been serving Louisiana for over 85 years with the same focus today as day one, which is putting members first, which means lower loan rates, fewer fees, and real people right here in our community. So don't settle for a big national bank. Stop at any Campus Federal branch today or visit campusfederal.org.